Cool. I think good. So I'm working on the fog, or I was working on the fog. I think today, what I want to get done next 2 3 hours is the fog, as well as I want to generate the monsters for the two biomes. We get done those two things, I'll be happy. So let's do it. I think let's try to and maybe do this a different way. Let's ideate with the. Let's try for the next 30 minutes to get the fog working. It was pretty challenging today. I mean, it's kind of working. It's just like between the edges, it has some issues. Is there a way to do this maybe without this queue thing that we've set up? It's just really buggy. I mean, can we try to figure out a very simple way to do this, right? Try your best. Let's ideate first, try to get to the right place. Fog transition cooldown. Let me think, does that work or no? No, that's not a good solution. I don't really like that either. Um, whatever we do, the see what it's thinking though. Is there an idea of that? As fog, true. Is there any way maybe we can include this in the biome interface somehow, this code? Because I just don't want to duplicate all this. Keep track of all these this that has fog stuff. Biome that has fog. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, actually. Let's try it. I mean, it works, I think. We have a delay of a second. We will not run it a million times. It's true. It's true. Let's just test its thing with the. I think you might have to set it, right? As fog. You have to add it to the biome class. So just make sure in the interface here that we've set the it has fog. Why did it glitch out like that? I'm just gonna copy this exactly because I don't understand why it's the chat. Okay, it's just doing something. It auto changes. Sometimes strange. Okay, so has fog. Yep, sure. Then in our configs, we're going to add it. So as fog. It's true. Just makes some sense. And let's just test it, I guess, with this. Well, it should work, I think. Let's go ahead and reload the page. I'm sure there's some error here. Okay. Yeah, well, I see the red fog here. Let's go in the open biome, see what it looks like. Uh, should have entered the open biome, right? Said at the beginning, right? I think there's a lot of things you can do. Hi Ryan, I just saw your comment there. There's some really cool things I saw on Twitter really recently that I haven't tried yet that I need to do. My flow is just I speak into the chat and I there's some kind of tips and tricks with as the code base gets larger. But recently on Twitter, someone's like integrating the using the new feature and the MCPs. I don't remember if it's I think that's the right three letters, but you are able to integrate it with the chat so it can with the browser so it can call it the logs and just do it for you. So that's pretty cool. The next workflow thing I want to try is just spinning up a bunch of EC2 instances, having like four on my computer because I'm spending a lot of time waiting around and just go between them asking different tasks. Uh, I'm not sure if that violates some terms of service though, so I'm not really sure about that. I figure if I'm paying, I'm probably good, but I just have to verify that, I guess. And then there's kind of some things like as the you shouldn't just put it all to make sure to kind of think about, for example, this biome thing. I wanted to make it so it'd be very easy to plug in new biomes, and then it would generate it very quickly. So that's cool. The new ones. So that should be pretty smooth sailing, no pun intended. So sometimes it's just going to stick everything in the same file, so it's not going to do necessarily the right things. So right now it's not actually switching there's no errors in console, but it's not switching the biomes anymore. I mean, sorry, the fog anymore. Do you have any idea what that could be? Take a look with how I've done this. Did I make a mistake? Yeah, I think it should be this like pink color. The red is a little too intense. I think it's like the deep red. It's cool and all, but just a little too. It's not a horror game, so right, right. I have to do this. I think I didn't. Just make sure I put that the others. For this one, we'll turn it false just to test that that's working. So let's see. There's the constructor here. I'm not actually doing it. Kind of confusing. Let's reload here. This fog is nice getter. Right. Right. Sure. Mm, I don't know. This doesn't seem right. I'm confused. Aren't I passing it through with the config? So do I need to set it like this explicitly? About 11 days, YouTube. Thanks for joining again. I think 12 days now. Update my count. All right, let's try this again because I think it's just getting confused. I shouldn't need a setter because I'm plugging it in with the config, right? So I set it in the toggle. I have it here. Oh, but it's here. This is, oh, I see what I've done. This is the fog config, not the config for the actual file. That's for the other file. That makes sense. Okay, so it's got to be here. This doesn't exist in the other file. Mm-hmm. Right, I forgot to remove that. Guess I forgot to move it over here as well. Okay, so let's test it. Now when I move over to the open biome, it should just like work pretty well. Nice, that's good. That's promising. Nice. I like how we spent like 4 hours today on this, and then I just like took a nap, came back. Sometimes you just gotta like chill for a little bit. I'm probably speaking too soon because it's not changing now. I see what's happening. It's working for the ones that do have fog, just not for the ones that don't. So it's not fading out of the fog, which I suppose isn't that bad. So let me just check that though. So I'll go directly back to how, oh, but now it's not fading in or out. It's just sort of jarring. Okay, still doesn't quite work. Here's the second way I'm thinking of doing this. Like instead of triggering this toggle on enter, what if we just regularly check if the player is in a new biome in the update? If they are, then trigger a fade in, wait till it completes, and then so have some sort of cooldown. So wait till it completes, and then that once that cooldown is done, it'll check again, continue those checks, right? I'm trying to prevent this jankiness that happens with the loading this in and out. Cool. Let's see if that works. And the toggle fog, let's remove the code for the. Actually, we already did that, so I think we're good. All right, let's try it. Okay, let's head over to the open area. Maybe I'll set this to true, it has fog, just to make sure it's hitting everything on the open water. You can always change it later. What is this stuff? Did we actually inactive? So right now it's not actually fading out or fading in. I mean it's fading in. So can you figure out what is this inactive state you made? Fog state inactive? What is that? I think we should create a little more robust logic here, which is basically if the next biome has fog, then we don't trigger the fade out. We are going to trigger some transition between the two. How would we do that? So, right now the volcanic biome is red and the Arctic biome turns blue, the fog. Do we need to make a new function in fog.js for those kinds of transitions? Okay, this is nice. Case one, no fog. To fog, fade. Yes. Fog to no fog. Fade out. Right. Right. Okay, let's do that. And then I don't think this function. Okay, it does exist. So just need to do the imports, I think. I already did. Here. I guess probably some errors and stuff. Surprised, no errors. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure it's starting. Uh, can you analyze really closely, not seeing any prints for the fog starting after we enter a new biome? Let's just check if it's, yeah, we should see this log here somewhere, so I'm just gonna check that. Do not see. Let me just, it's definitely a fade in. Does it none of these? Because that's weird. Okay, got some the one you're talking about. I saw there's GitHub one, so the AI can interact with the repo. Right, that's pretty crazy. I'm down to try all those yet. I just haven't really got a chance, but yeah, there's probably some pretty cool stuff. It looks like it's not entering any of the if statements, the conditionals here. I'll show you. I'll just copy it. I could add some emojis. Probably just forgot to add something. So you got the sun when it's like this, it's like red. It's pretty scary. Where is it though? There it is. I put it in the wrong thing. Classic. So that's probably the same with the other two, right? Nice. Let's try entering the opens to see if it works. So no. So when I entered the open water biome, I'm getting this, and it's not transitioning. Can you analyze the code for this? I don't really like your solution here. Can you make it simpler? Just make it really simple. We just want to check if the player is in the biome, and based on their past one, do a transition. Let's start really simple. We can always do some more stuff later. Just make sure to have a cooldown on the fade in and fade outs. Also make sure to call the color change if the next biome has fog uh, uh, as well. Like the current one. Why is it so hard? Like I don't really understand. I feel like I'm in this hole for a while. I think and there's three cases, right? Let me read the print that it said. As fog, current fog state transitioning. Where do we set the transitioning? So that's case three. Where do we change it? Handle fog state completion. Where's that called? So basically that's probably not being called, right? So let's check that. What's it called again? The print. Fog states, transition. See that at some point, but we probably don't. Oh, we were getting this error, I think. I just didn't see that one. Can you, I'm getting this error. Can you make sure it's defined before we do this? Also, also getting this error as well. You check this. Why would this be the case? I get this fade in. Let's make sure when I go. The curiosity if I change the let's do it over really quickly just to see. That kind of makes sense. A bunch of prints though. That looks like it's close to working. Yeah, so this is the error here. I see the problem. It likes this linear fog. This is not what we're using. So it looks like we're updating the near and far. Please don't do that. Just do the density. Well, it should actually, because I just saw that. I just see the density right here. So we have to make sure it's this code, right? I think I nailed down the problem to these two. So it's somewhere here because it enters here, but it doesn't actually start changing the colors or the density or anything. So somehow it's not actually updating anything. Can you check? No, that's definitely not it. Let's undo those. So it's definitely not that. The scene is available, so it's not imported. Yeah, it is. Well, what we could do here, what we could do here, we already have functions that we know work, so let's do that. It's doing this interpolation crap. What if we just make this one thing? Right now we're trying all of it at the same time. What if we just do the density? And in the open biome, I'm just going to set the density to 0. And then we can at least get that part working. It's going to be related to colors, maybe? And the open biome, right? That's overriding my config. That's not what it is. So let's see. Let's try this first. Obviously, don't import it like this, but I mean, we can just do a quick test here. We can figure out which function is the problem. I'm just going to set density 0. If it doesn't work, then we know. And I think that's probably the function that has the issue. Interpolate one is pretty simple. Yeah, but, oops, sorry. It's not setting the. So I did this update fog setting, set density to 0, and it doesn't make the fog disappear. So it's got to be an error with this function. Can you check it out? Just make sure, but it should print that. Once we nail it down, then hopefully figure it out. It is actually printing that log in there too, the updating fog settings log, and it says the density is 0. So it's definitely getting there. But it's probably not getting here, right? That's the problem. Actually getting here too. It's also getting to the test2 log too. What is this? This is actually a test3, test4. Probably doesn't enter test3, right? Sending all of them. It's also entering test3 and test4. Excuse me. Any idea what this is? And that's not true. It just told me if I set it to 0, it's good. Well, Okay. I think we've figured it out. It's the wind effect that is adding. The wind effect makes it so, well, it's yeah. Maybe a little more time, actually. All right, so in the update, we can do another print to make sure it's not resetting it at some point. Let's see, 0.01. So it goes in. So now if we go to the test 4, right? Hold on, let me leave the biome. Are these different numbers? Okay, so we see the problem, right? It's continually setting the density over and over and over and over and over and over and over in the update. So it's just overwriting what we're doing. Let's see why it's doing that. So it looks like it's just overwrite because when I added a print here, it's always printing the changes in density every time. So something is continually writing it forever. I mean, it's probably just calling this, right? Like a million times. So it's got to be something to do with these variables here. So it seems to me the interpolate area, that's where we should set it, right? Yeah, it's not even doing that here. It's like you gotta say it's fading in or out, and it's not doing that. So I feel like today it's not very good. I mean, that's pretty obvious. So you need to set the flag for the fading in, fading out in this transition fog type, no? Because that's what we're doing. And also they'll basically just make a new flag called interpolating fog, and then add it to the update fog conditional, so it doesn't do it anymore. And then on complete, right? There you go. Perfect. Yep. That's good. Okay, cool. And now I should add it to the thing. Nice. That might actually work. I'd be pretty happy about that. Nice. Okay, let's go to a new biome. So I remember it's still doing something weird. Why did it like change it to the density to be like way higher? That's weird. So I thought I was passing in zero. 1 second. Yeah, so this is when we set the interpolating to true. And then for a moment it went up like way high. So updating fog settings. For some reason we're calling it with this number. Or just a high number. I think it's probably 0.02 or something. Right, right. Why are we calling it with this though? Should be calling it with this. All right, I have to understand this a little better. Where is it? It's here, right? No, there it is. We should make sure these two things are right. We have the volcanic, which we're going to set to also 0. It's the C. All right, I'm gonna move this moment, which is so we want to. So basically, in get fog settings for top type, you need to import the configs for the different places. I'll show you where that is. Eh, I exported the wrong thing. Where am I? Yeah, sorry for the people watching. So I'm just kind of doing fog. I'm doing fog forever. Ah, who would have known that this was be the hardest thing in the project? Oh, it's more errors. I was in the error in the console, I guess. No, am I exporting it twice? Bottom. Loves to do this. Put it at the bottom of the file. Thank you. All right, let's see. All right, so this will be interesting. Well, at least we got everything set up so we can debug it properly. And this is just one particular thing. It's just not able to do very well. So that is what it is. But we have to get it right. It's important. Wait, did that just work? I'll be so happy to move on from this. Because I'm really tired of working with the fog, to be honest with you. Okay. Did that just work extremely smoothly? Okay. It did switch pretty rapidly right there, but let's go back, just see what it looks like. Okay, I actually see. Oh, wait, this works 100%. I just got to change one thing, and then we got the color. Because when we switched from the Arctic to the volcanic, we commented out the color stuff. So I think it works now. I'm pretty stoked about that. Let's check. Let's make sure though. Now we can do. After that, we're gonna create a bunch of monsters, which should be really easy compared to this. So let me just find the color. I'm gonna zoom out. I originally made the text bigger because I thought, I figured people if they watch this with phones, they can't see anything. But it also makes it kind of hard to find things, to be honest. So not really sure if I want to do it. Actually, we did uncomment the color part, so it's just the color though. Let's try to figure that out. Let's Add to chat a particular thing. And let's check the prints. So there should be a, let's go from the Arctic to the volcanic place. So let's start with the volcanic. Oh, perfect. Okay, it's going to do it. So now it's going to switch really quickly. Nice. Okay, so looks like we should have the prints now. So we can go to the from settings and go way down. Oh, I actually have the print for the this part. So transitioning fog, and then it should say Arctic to. I actually never see a transitioning fog from Arctic, which is interesting. I think it's fine for now. Honestly, it's good enough. It's just a small bug with the, I'll just note it. And I think that should be good enough for now. Okay, so let's make some monsters for the volcanic. I think that's a good way to continue. So let's generate like 3 for that. All right, so we're going to generate a new monster, but we're going to start a new pattern, which is we're going to make new files every time we make a new monster. So these are going to be for the volcanic areas. Can you give me some ideas first before we start generating? And use this CMonsters file as a reference. That's kind of cool. Ash Phoenix can dissolve into ash cloud, reform elsewhere. I think I'll do this one. I was planning to do birds anyways. Actually, I'm gonna get some more ideas. Don't really like any of these in particular. Um, can we have some more? Try to be super creative. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to make a swarm. I want to have a monster that's like a swarm monster. Can you give me an idea for that? Kind of like a, like many little tiny ones. Whoa, that's cool. Let's do it. Instead of Ember Hive. Can you give me another, like, I really like all the behavior that you made, but let's try maybe a different look. What do you think? Let's just try it. Hey, actually, just one more idea, please. I guess the context for this is like it's like a world where it's like industrial, or this part is like industrial, and it's like they're under the water working, the workers, and there's like the sky is like red because of all the pollution or something. So I don't know, just something maybe related to that, I guess. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. I should probably save this because I will definitely forget what they are. I'll just use it for now. All right, cool. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm trying to make it like complex behavior that they all like swarm and stuff like that. So make a new file for it first, and then we'll do the integration. And make sure to reference how C Monsters does the integrations with other files. So make like the functions, you know, similar. So we should be able to easily render it. But yeah, make it a separate file. Don't do the integration quite yet. So that's going to take a while, I'm sure. I'm going to remove all those prints. But the dissipation looks pretty good if we once we exit. God, I gotta find how to get out of here. Just stuck in this red. All right, so it should dissipate now. Very cool. That's a cool effect. I think the work was worth it today. I mean, even though it took a while, at least we got that. So if I head back, should get the same fade in. It's over there, hell world. So I hit the Arctic biome, so now it's going to do a shift. Yeah, it's all right. It's probably a little too red. to be honest, but let's just change that real quick. So we just gotta change the density here. Maybe half. And let's turn it down. All right, let's see that finished. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still going. Okay, yeah, it usually does this with the huge ones. You just gotta plug it in. Like the name, Nano Reg Collective. All right, I'd like you to complete this file. Please do not print anything that's already there. Just start from the very end there. Remember to reference CMonsters if you need to for the functions. Also refer to the previous instructions. Whoa, we gotta get that red color. That's gonna be so cool. The water. Can you please try to complete this file that we've created here? Don't print anything that is already there. Please reference CMonsters on how to do it. Let's see if it's done yet. Oh my gosh. See this. I like how it has so many complex behaviors because it's gonna be hard to predict like what it's gonna do, even for me, right? Because I don't really know. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, I feel like the way this biome should be is like at the entrance you have all these spires, kind of like this, and then as you get closer, there's more interesting, sort of industrial like pipes and stuff and buildings. I think it finished. It's cool. I don't know. It's not done yet. I'm probably gonna tell it to limit it at some point. The hmm, I haven't had this problem yet. Hold on. So can you just start from right at the end and try to keep it like maybe 1,700 lines total, something like that? We can always add more later. So yeah, I'm thinking like the different islands. Like if we shop, you can buy different types of stuff, maybe different types of weapons. Like this one will be kind of like standard stuff, cannonballs, maybe some like coconuts or something. All right, did it? Let's see. So it doesn't really understand the context, what our project is. Try again, but use the files to understand the project, the sea monsters in main. Nice, did I get it? I think so. Why is it adding mains? Why are you adding mains? Please reference the project. What is it doing, bro? Alright, I'm gonna restart, I guess. Alright. Yeah, try again. So finish this file, look at sea monsters, don't print what's already there. I'm gonna monitor it this time. Okay, I think it's good so far. Nice. Finish the file. Cool. So how do I use this file? Should be similar to sea monsters, right? Cool. Perfect. Let's do it. I'm just gonna put in, I guess I'll put in volcanic. Yeah, looks right. Okay. Cool. It already built, so that's a good sign. Wow. Very laggy. There's got to be some crazy stuff here. How many have they spun? Like hundreds or something? Oh, there's 2,000. Let's do 50. I think that's a good amount. At least we know it's spawning. All right. I'll remove the water, I guess. Let's see where it is. Maybe I shouldn't though, just to make it interesting. But I want to see it first before I roam around. Oh wow, look, they're over there. It actually looks pretty dope. It's like an egg. What did it do? Oh, it's coming. So it's sort of just like little orbs or something. What were they supposed to be again? Like little bots, right? I see what it looks like with the water. Oh. You make these things look a little more like bots or something, like little nanobots. Like make them look more robotic. Right now they're kind of like a tan color or something. Just so change the color and the shape. What's that? It's got a little second orb. Let's see where are they? They're over there. Change the electricity stuff. Interesting. Can you keep the basically can you make it into a shape? Let me give you a reference image here. But they should be like swimming, right? Swimming little creatures. So right now it's just like a circle. Can you change this whole idea basically instead of it being that to being like a swimming creature, but there should be a lot of them and they should be very small and they should swarm you and they should work together. Okay, let's see what's doing here. I don't think it changed anything. So, hold on a sec. Can you try again? And this time, this needs to be kind of like a rewrite because it's changing a lot about the file. Hmm. Well, that's cool. Like that. Just okay. Um, this is make a new file, I think. Oh, can you finish this file and make sure to only print what's remaining and start at the end? By the way, if there's any new people, you can join and try it out and send me any prompts you want to try or any if there's any bugs or anything. There's a bug with the fog, but I think I'll do that another time because the fog was surprisingly challenging today. Took up basically the whole day, which is. But we'll get some more. We'll get some monsters before we end here for sure. Okay. It's a lot of behaviors, man. Hopefully this one's the other one was kind of just an orb, so it has to kind of look right too. But it has done a really good job on the enemies before, so can you finish the rest of this file? It's almost done. Just take a look at it. And please only print the end starting at the end of the current file. So don't print the whole file. Nice. It's finished. Great. So how do I use it in this volcanic biome? Oh, I'm glad I replaced it too. That's cool. I understood what I was trying to. So, right. Yeah, it's the shader stuff. Probably doesn't render with that. Let's see. Whoa. What the heck is that? All right, let's remove the water. Whoa. It's, oh, it's like a disc or something. All right, I'm gonna fix that though, 'cause it's gonna flash in a little bit. Oh, man. Yeah, plug this in here. It's probably related to this, I imagine. So we're getting an error with the shader. Can you try to fix it? Let's check it out. This will be interesting. Okay. I like a little disc. So I want to do something cool with it. I feel like if it attacks you, it doesn't, it's not really anything yet, but maybe we can add some texture or something. Or maybe a model. We can load in a model. Let me send it hmm. My idea was like they're all together, right? It's like a swarm of them. Like, where are they? I set this to like, there's a lot of things we can play with here, so let's see. If we can get to kind of what we're thinking. So I kind of want it to be like a swarm, like they all spawn together and work together to attack you. Is that something I can do with the config here? Even if they're just orbs, we can always replace it as long as they have the kind of the behavior we're trying to do. Okay, it actually tells me some stuff. So the increase this to make them stick together. All right, so let's make this like 0.9. So it'd be like you run into a pack of them. They all like jump at you. Maybe even higher. Just do like, I don't know if it's out of one or what. Just do 50. I get 1,000, 500. Oh, I see. not actually the variable we want. We want swarm alignment, right? So 0.9. Yes, I think they're a little closer together. Let's try and make it higher. So 5. I guess even more, 50. And let's just be like 1. Make this crazy. Like probably 100. Make it crazy again. I don't know, crazy. Let's just make it 4. Base movement speed, they should be fast. Right. And let's make the attack range 100. Should be like really hard. You like fly and stuff. I only see 2 of them. One second. Nothing I'm doing is really working. I'll try to change the config. Can you please, first of all, make these look visually more interesting? So make them have more shapes. Like they should have multiple shapes, and also make it so they all spawn together and work together better. Kind of laggy, so we should reduce how much spawning. around us. That's kind of cool. I like that actually. Granted, it should, be like pushing around and like shoot you in the air and all this stuff. And it should be obviously different shapes. I get, I'm getting this error. Can you fix it? Yeah, let's apply that. It hasn't changed it visually yet. I don't really see a lot of them. But I actually made a little bigger electrical field. Whoa, interesting. That's kind of cool. It'd be like, it's like electrical field that like brings your ship back. Like, yeah, stops you from moving or something. All right, so I'm gonna make sure to clarify to it. Whoa, that it crashed my game. All right, so I'm going to emphasize this. Please make sure to spawn them all in the same area, like right next to each other, basically. Like there should be like 50 right next to each other. Maybe 20 or 10. Let's do 10. Crash my whole browser. It's interesting. Loaded. Nice. This thing is, what is that? Like massaging my boat. Nice. That's what we want. We want a swarm of orbs. All right. Maybe reduce these electrical effects a little bit. All right. So basically, I want you to reduce the electrical effects, like reduce all those because it's making it laggy. Also add some basic geometries to it. So for example, I'm going to show you this um, monster. It's in the sea monsters. So just add a few extra shapes to this, to each of those monsters. Like maybe give it some eyes and like um, little legs or something. Maybe not the legs, just little eyes and like what else? Like little eyes and maybe like a rudder for its because it's like going around the water. No, some eyes and like an engine or something. Nice. What is it? What are those? Some sort of particle effects. No. Oh my God. Yeah, they should like shoot you into the air and stuff. These like crazy things. All right. So the next thing I'd like you to do is integrate the player's positioning into your algorithm for their behavior. So it should kind of be intelligent. Like it should like as they move around, try to like mess with them and stuff. So it's called the boat. So it's the boat position there. Obviously, we changed the looks and stuff, but we just want to get the behavior. Might be kind of cool. I think it should like these swarms should like shoot you into the air. They should do all sorts of crazy things. You have to like have a maybe you got to activate scatter shot. Like they're very weak, these enemies. So if you do scatter shot, you just like kills a bunch. That'd be fun. I don't understand why this works sometimes. So I do this. It's because I'm multiple. Apple, please. Like Windows figured that out a long time ago. Machine company. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's try this new one. All right, so let's see what it does here. Uh, okay, so I want to do something. I want the swarms to back away pretty frequently. So they kind of like, one might come in and backs away, then maybe all of them come in, they back away. So there should be kind of this like back and forth going on. I guess we would. Apply the code. Let's check it out. Just deleting a few things. Okay. Cool. Got an error here. Can you define this function? Let's see what we came up with here. Looks like they're just kind of frozen now. Can you try to understand that? Oh, where'd they go? I think after this enemy, I'm going to implement boat ramming, so you can run into the monster and hit them, and they'll die, because that's fun. And then, okay, I want to accomplish two fun things today, because today has been interesting. So two fun things. I want to do you run into the monster, it kills them. And the next fun thing is fix the island jumping. And I think then I'd be happy. Fix island jumping, ramming the enemies kills them. Because then I'll have more fun things to do while I wait for the code. The enemies aren't particularly fun yet. One day they will be. I wonder if the file's getting too big because it usually has like this linting stuff, or when you apply, it'll check if it applies correctly. But we're approaching 2,800 lines. But this enemy doesn't even do a whole lot, so there's probably a lot of just sort of stuff that doesn't really do much. I'm gonna undo some of the recent stuff. Yeah, let's see. Do they all aggro or just the one? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about these guys. They're a little weird. The idea of a swarm is cool, but they need they need some changes, and they look really bad. All right, and then the let's do the boat ramming thing. So I'm gonna just do the starting chat here. I don't want to add a thing, so basically if I run into the monster, it does damage to them. And it should do quite a lot of damage. So can you implement that? You have the boat position, so just add it to sea monsters. I just realized the octopus just, I think, falls to infinity and see him fade out. Cool, so now if I run into the enemies, they should die. I just reload to make sure. Okay, that was a lot. I got this. There any ideas? Just keep this change pretty simple, by the way. Don't do anything too crazy. Let's try it out. Looks like the collision tech detection's not really working. Can you check it out? Like when I run into them, it's not. So maybe it needs to be bigger. The outline there or something. Nice. I guess there's a cooldown. Can you make it so there's no cooldown? Like that should just always work. I can just change that. I think. We do not need that cooldown effects. I don't think there should be a cooldown. Just should, yeah, there should be shit basically. But there should be like a knockback effect, right? And it should be based on speed, how much damage you do. But at least it works there. Oh, I see that. A bunch of particle effects for the. So they don't really want that. The frame rate go up to 120. That's funny. Interesting. So we need to do some. I think we have some tech debt here. We basically need to expose a knockback for the boat. I'm gonna ask it to do that. Let's save a boat file, probably. So in this file, once you take a look at the update ship movement, and we want to expose a function that's basically a knockback effect, and it should be the direction to knock back the ship. So try to do that. So it's kind of, this is going to be for when you run into stuff. This is going to be a generic function for many things. Like you run into an island, you hit a monster, you should be knocked back some direction. Let's go to get the hit working. If we can get the knockback, that'll be cool. So I want you to, in sea monsters, I want to use this apply ship knockback when you hit the monster and try to set it the right direction and the right force. I'm gonna get rid of the particle effects. It's pretty unnecessary. I'll comment that out. Nice, that's pretty simple. Some good code. I'll wait till it finishes though. And try it out. But first, let's comment out particle effects. The splash is okay. We have a splash. Oh. Actually, this is not the right function. Somewhere else. It's fine. Whatever. So for some reason, it's not moving the ship when I called it. Can you take a look at that? Do you think maybe it's being overwritten somewhere else? Maybe in main? True. True. That's been a recurring problem. I'll try it. In the update player movement, don't you have to modify it there? Update ship movement. So you need to, because couldn't it be overwriting it there in the game state? Overwriting the knockback? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's try that. You gotta have a flag. It's still not working. Is there anything else you can identify with these functions? I'm thinking maybe it's just somewhere overriding the position or something. Actually, hold on. Oh, interesting. Hold on. I didn't see this. There's an update. Oh, oh no, that's not true. Let's see. Cool. I'm probably gonna head out for today. Thanks for anyone who's watching. Uh, See ya.